Now we're going to explore a fascinating coin, the 1945's Lincoln wheat penny. This small piece of copper holds a wealth of historical significance and is a key part of any serious U.S. coin collection. We'll look into its history, value, rarity, and whether this coin can be worth millions today. Stick around to find out more. The year 1945 marked the end of a monumental chapter in world history as World War II came to a close. The United States emerged as a global leader, and with peace returning, the economy began to shift from wartime production to peacetime prosperity. The San Francisco Mint, one of the 3 U.S. mints in operation at the time, struck the 1945's wheat penny during this critical period. This penny is part of the Lincoln Wheat series, a design that had been in circulation since 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Lincoln's birth. The S mint mark beneath the date signifies that this coin was struck at the San Francisco Mint, one of the 3 mints producing coins in 1945, along with Denver and Philadelphia. The 1945's Lincoln wheat penny carries the same design that had been in use since the early 20th century. On the obverse, we see a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, can be found subtly engraved beneath Lincoln's shoulder. The reverse of the coin features 2 stalks of wheat, which gives the coin its nickname, the wheat penny. This design represents hope and abundance, values that resonated strongly in post-war America. The phrase e pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, reinforces the unity of the United States during a time of global recovery. Now, let us take a look at the mintage of the 1945's wheat penny. In total, the San Francisco Mint produced over 181 million 1-cent coins in 1945. While this was a relatively high mintage, coins from the San Francisco Mint tend to be more sought after than those from the Philadelphia or Denver mints. Though the mintage was high, finding a 1945's penny in mint state condition where the coin has never entered circulation can be quite rare. Many of these coins saw heavy use, and as a result, only a small percentage remain in top condition today. The value of your 1945's penny depends greatly on its condition, or grade. Coins are graded on a scale from poor P1 to mint state MS70. Here's a breakdown of what you might expect: good G4 to very fine VF20 coins that show significant wear and tear can be valued at around 3 to 10 cents. Extremely fine F40, these coins will have minor signs of wear and can fetch 0.50 to $1. Mint state MS60 to MS65 uncirculated coins with no visible wear are valued between 2 to $10. Mint state MS66 and above top tier coins with exceptional luster and sharp strikes can be worth $30 to $100 or more. If you're lucky enough to have a mint stat 1945's penny, especially one graded MS66 or higher, it could be worth quite a bit. Coins in this condition are rare, and professional grading by companies like PCGS or NGC can increase their value even further. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is finding a coin with a mint error. These errors make the coin unique and can significantly increase its value. For the 1945's wheat penny, some of the most notable errors to look out for include: this error occurs when the die strikes the coin more than once, resulting in a doubling effect on the lettering or Lincoln's image. Coins that were struck off-center due to a misalignment during the minting process. Breaks in the die can cause raised lines or blobs of metal on the surface of the coin. Coins with these errors can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction, depending on their condition and the prominence of the error. So, if you're looking through your 1945's pennies, be sure to check for any unusual features. Now, let us talk about some recent auction sales. While most circulated 1945's pennies 1T bring in large sums, Coins in mint state condition or those with significant errors can sell for impressive amounts. A 1945 wheat penny graded MS67 red recently sold for over $4,500 at auction. A doubled die error 1945 penny fetched $2,000. Even coins graded MS65 have sold for $30 to $50. As you can see, the 1945 penny holds significant potential, especially for collectors looking for high-quality or error-stricken coins. If you have one in great condition or with a rare error, it could be worth a lot more than you might think. While the 1945 wheat penny isn't the rarest coin in U.S. history, it holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. The fact that it was minted during the final year of World War II adds to its historical value. Even if you don't have one in mint state, this coin is an essential part of any wheat penny collection. For those building a collection, the 1945 is a great coin to start with. Its affordable price in lower grades, combined with its potential value in higher grades, makes it an exciting and accessible piece of U.S. numismatic history. The 1945 Lincoln wheat penny is more than just a copper coin. It represents a pivotal moment in history, the end of a world war and the beginning of a new era for the United States. Whether you have one in your collection or you're thinking about adding one, this coin holds historical significance and can carry a surprising amount of value. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1945 wheat penny, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on future coin collecting videos. Let us know in the comments if you've got a 1945 penny in your collection, or if there's a coin you'd like us to cover next. Until next time, happy collecting. Now we'll be delving into one of the most fascinating pieces of US coinage, the 1945 1-cent coin. This little coin is a powerful relic from a time when the world was on the brink of change. We'll explore its rich history, its value in today's market, how rare it is, and what makes it a sought-after collectible. Let's dive in. The year was 1945, and the world was witnessing the end of one of the most significant events in modern history, World War II. As American soldiers returned home, the nation was filled with hope and relief. During this time, the U.S. Mint was still operating at full capacity, producing billions of coins to support the economy, including the 1945 Lincoln wheat cent minted in Denver. This coin carried the D Mint mark, denoting its origin. Throughout the war, the U.S. Mint faced challenges with metal shortages, which affected coinage during earlier years, like the 1943 steel penny. However, by 1945, the Mint was back to using 95% copper and 5% zinc, producing 1-cent coins at a high volume to meet the demands of the growing post-war economy. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1945 1-cent coin. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design first appeared in 1909 to celebrate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. It has since become one of the most enduring and beloved designs in U.S. coinage history. The reverse of the coin is where this penny gets its nickname, the wheat penny. On either side of the inscription 1 cent and United States of America are two stalks of wheat. These wheat ears symbolize prosperity and abundance, reflecting a hopeful post-war America. This reverse design was used from 1909 to 1958, making it a classic piece of U.S. coinage. Now, let's talk about the mintage and rarity of the 1945 wheat penny. In total, the Denver Mint produced over 266 million of these coins, making it one of the more common dates in the wheat penny series. However, that doesn't mean every 1945 penny is easy to find in top condition. While many 1945 pennies were struck, most of them entered circulation and saw heavy use over the decades, making high-quality, uncirculated examples rarer. Coins that have been well preserved and remain in mint state condition are particularly valuable to collectors today. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. The value of your 1945 penny will largely depend on its condition, or grade. Coins are graded on a scale from poor P1 to mint state MS70, with higher grades being much more valuable. Here's a breakdown of what you might expect: good G4 to fine F12, these heavily circulated coins will typically be worth around 3 to 10 cents. Extremely fine F40, coins in this condition, with minimal wear, can fetch around 50 cents to 1. Mint state MS60 to MS65, in uncirculated condition, values jump significantly, ranging from 5 to 25 US dollars. Mint state MS66 and above, these high-grade coins are the cream of the crop. They can sell for 50 to 150 US dollars or more, especially if they exhibit a sharp strike and good luster. So, if you have a 1945 penny in great condition, it's worth considering having it graded by a professional service, such as PCGS or NGC. This will not only authenticate your coin but also give it an official grade, which can increase its value in the eyes of collectors. Now, let's talk about errors and varieties, one of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting. The 1945 penny is no exception, and there are certain mint errors that can dramatically increase its value. If you happen to have a 1945 penny with errors, you could be holding onto a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Coins with prominent errors, especially those in higher grades, are highly sought after by collectors. So, what are 1945 pennies fetching at auction today? While most circulated examples 1T bring in large sums, coins in mint state condition and those with errors can sell for impressive amounts. For example, a 1945 penny in MS67 condition recently sold for 4,800 US dollars at auction. A doubled die error 1945 penny sold for over 1,500 US dollars. Even well-preserved coins in MS65 condition have sold for 75 to 100 US dollars, depending on the strike quality and eye appeal. As you can see, the 1945 penny holds great potential, especially if you have one in high-grade condition or with a rare mint error. If you're thinking of selling or auctioning your coin, make sure to do your research and possibly have it professionally graded to maximize its value. The 1945 penny is not just a coin, it's a piece of American history. It represents a time of victory, optimism, and recovery after World War II. For collectors, owning a 1945 penny is a way to connect with that history, and finding one in great condition can be a real treasure. If you're building a collection of wheat pennies, the 1945 is a must-have. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin offers a blend of history, design, and value that makes it stand out. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the 1945 USA 1-cent coin. Welcome back to my channel, Coins Capital. Today, we're diving into the rich history and potential value of a fascinating coin, the 1945 USA 1-cent coin. It's more than just a penny, it's a piece of American history. In this video, we'll cover the coin's origins, design, value in today's market, its rarity, and what makes it so collectible. You might even have one tucked away in your collection that's worth more than you think. The year was 1945, a pivotal time in history as World War II was nearing its end. This coin, minted during one of the most significant moments in the 20th century, reflects the resilience and determination of the United States during wartime. Coin collectors often cherish coins from this era, not only for their historical value but for the story they tell about America's past. Earlier in the war, the U.S. Mint had to adapt to wartime demands. Due to a shortage of copper, the 1943 steel penny was produced. However, by 1944, the use of copper returned, and by 1945, the penny was once again primarily made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. These wartime pennies offer a glimpse into how even the smallest items like coins were impacted by the global conflict. Now let us take a closer look at the design of the 1945 1-cent coin, often referred to as a wheat penny. The obverse side features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Brenner's design has since become one of the most recognizable and enduring images on U.S. coinage. On the reverse side, you'll see two prominent wheat stalks flanking the words 1 cent and United States of America. This reverse design is where the term wheat penny comes from. The wheat ears symbolize prosperity and hope, appropriate for a nation that was just coming out of the Great Depression and enduring the struggles of World War II. The 1945 1-cent coin had a substantial mintage. In fact, over 1 billion pennies were struck across the 3 U.S. mint facilities, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Here's a breakdown. Philadelphia Mint produced over 1 billion pennies, with no mint mark. Denver Mint D produced over 266 million pennies, marked with a D. San Francisco Mint S produced over 181 million pennies, marked with an S. Because of this large mintage, the 1945 penny isn't considered rare in most conditions. However, condition, mint mark, and even potential errors can significantly affect a coin's value. While the 1945 penny is relatively common in circulated condition, it becomes much more valuable in high grades or mint state MS condition. If you're lucky enough to own a well-preserved example, you could be sitting on a coin worth far more than just 1 cent. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from poor P1 to mint state MS70, with higher grades being far more valuable. For the 1945 penny, here's how condition impacts value. A 1945 penny that has been in circulation typically has a lower value, often around 3 to 10 cents depending on where. Uncirculated condition MS60 to MS65 in higher grades, the value jumps to around 2 to 5 US. Mint state MS66 and above coins in this condition can be valued at 20 to 50 US or more, especially if they exhibit a strong strike and good luster. So, if you have a 1945 penny that appears to be in excellent condition, it's worth considering having it professionally graded. Coins in mint state MS condition are highly sought after by collectors and can fetch much higher prices. As with many coins, certain errors and variations in the 1945 penny can make them highly collectible. Some of the errors to look for include: this occurs when the coin is struck twice, creating a doubling effect on the lettering or other design elements. These coins are misaligned during the minting process, leading to an uneven appearance. These are caused by breaks in the die, resulting in raised lines or cracks on the coin's surface. Coins with these errors are quite rare and can significantly boost the value of a 1945 penny. For example, a doubled die 1945 penny can fetch anywhere from 50 to 100 US, depending on the severity of the error and the condition of the coin. So, what's the auction value of the 1945 penny? While most circulated examples 1t fetch much, coins in top condition have recently sold for impressive amounts at auction. Here are a few examples. a mint state MS67 1945 penny from the Philadelphia Mint sold for $2,500 at auction. A mint state MS66 penny with a strong strike and beautiful luster sold for $600. Error coins, such as those with doubled dies or off-center strikes, have sold for $1,000 to $2,000, depending on the error's visibility and the coin's condition. It's clear that the 1945 penny has significant potential if you've got one in high condition or with a notable error. If you're a collector or just someone who's inherited a collection, it's worth taking a second look at those wheat pennies. You might have a treasure on your hands. If you're interested in collecting 1945 pennies or any wheat pennies, here are a few tips. Look for coins with minimal wear and good luster. Keep your coins in protective holders or albums to prevent damage from handling, moisture, and air exposure. Always inspect your coins carefully for any signs of minting errors or unusual features that could increase their value. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the history and value of the 1945 USA 1-cent coin.